Hey guys, it's just me today. My team is out. Joe and Cody, yeah, they're both out today, so it's just me. I'll be making a app where we'll be looking at different wines, their prices and their regions. I've got a lot of cool things in store for you guys, so get excited. Yeah, let's just get started. Today I'm drinking the same thing as last week. It's an Arnold Palmer Arizona iced tea. It's good. I recommend it. So let me start sharing my screen. Okay, here it is. So I've uploaded the data in here. We'll start by creating a table just to get familiar with everything. So let's do that. Nope, just do a normal table. And yes, I will use the wizard because I do want everything. Boom. Okay, so we've got the names, we've got the country and region, the winery, the rating of the wines, and the price, and year, and then type. So we've got 4 types: red, sparkling, white, and rosé. So we've got a nice, easy data set that we can work with. Let's go in. Let's get started. So, first, I want to play around with this sheet menu. Let's really customize some things. I've got some cool things to show you. So, first thing we're actually going to do is we will create some variables. So, a really cool thing that you can do is you can create input forms, and you can actually change the theme of your dashboard with an easy click. I'll show you what I mean. So, let's go in. We're going to have a variable. I'm going to call it V color. Done. Okay. And then we shall create an input form. And we will go into cancel manual configuration. Add field, and we are going to make this a drop down. So the variable is, call this color. Theme, input fields. Hold on. Interesting. Hold on. I need to dig around a little bit. So the whole goal is to create a data. So under data, there should be variable. Type, drop down. Let's delete this. Oh my gosh, hi Joe. To switch right back settings to switch to variable mode. Yes. Thank you. That's what I was missing. Thank you, Joe. But yes, I'm drinking an Arnold Palmer today. No wine. Maybe next time. So the variable I'll be using, yes, this looks right. Thank you so much. Colors. And let's just add in all the different colors first. And I do not want to use those as labels, so we can also change it so we know what we're talking about. Red, this is sparkling. These are different themes. Label, this will be white. And the I know it looks boring, guys, but just wait. When it all comes together, it's going to look really cool. So we've set up these input forms. So now in the future, if I select one of these, it's going to input one of these colors as the variable. So if I put this variable somewhere else, I can change anything that uses vColor with a push of this button, which is really cool. So let's drag in a sheet menu. I want to theme this out a bit, but I want to be able to change the theme very easily with my input form. Top selection. Nope. Global settings. Default background color. So if I change this to that variable, it does nothing. Interesting. Hold on. Okay. Yes. Good. Great. Awesome. So if you don't want to go in every time into the sheet menu to make changes to the themes, to the colors, what you can do is you can just do what I just did, connect these colors to a variable, and then change the new color that you choose into this variable. So like this, we'll change up the theme, which is very, very cool. And I also want to theme out the whole thing. So I actually made already changes to the global settings, and I've written down everything. I've written a lot. It would be too much to show all at once. I'll just copy and paste it into my global settings. And I will make sure this app will be available for download. But yes, look at that. Huh? It's cool, right? Boom. Change around the theme, play with it. It's just CSS in the sheet menu in global settings. And how I was able to change this gradient, because usually the gradients are all, it goes from whatever the variable color is to kind of a pale yellow, but for white theme, white wine, it goes into this pink. And how I did that was you can actually put Qlik within CSS. So you can mash it up. And just make sure your CSS is in between quotes. So here I have 2 quotes, that's CSS. And then if it's not in quotes, it reads as Qlik, and then boom, it goes back into quotes, which is CSS. So yes, it's very easy to do. And let's, make this input form prettier. I don't think we need a heading. So let's get rid of this heading, the header. And for the footer, I don't think we need a reset button. What else? Default buttons? No. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I hope that's it. Yeah, this looks awesome. So again, if you're just joining, what I've done is I've made an input form so that you can change the theme of your app using an input form instead of having to go in, rewrite everything in the sheet menu. You can use the theme quickly. You can, use the input form to quickly change the themes. So yeah, it's great. And then just customize the input form a bit. Title. That is a good question. And yes, you can. So you can do exactly what I just did and then write light mode, dark mode. So then you can pick between the two. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to stick with these colors. These are just the colors I chose. But what you can also do is you can have a color picker. So rather than setting certain options to a certain color, you can just have a color picker here. So your theme can just be whatever you choose on a color picker. Hey, Jess says hi too. Awesome. So that is a quick way to change theme using the input form. And main color that we use, yeah, these you can all change to. Yeah, so this way your color, the color of your input form can fit the theme. I think this is very cool. Joe showed me this a few days ago and it blew my mind, and I hope this is blowing y'all's minds. Okay, so that's enough of that. There's a lot of fields to play with. I won't make you guys watch me scroll through all of these. So we'll leave that there. Great, so theming is done. Let's add in some other things into this. I was thinking we do a scatter plot. So the dimension will be the name of the wine. So I will make this bigger for you guys to see in case you guys have any ideas. So we've got name, country, region. Shorten all of these. So I'll do the price, average, and rating, average. Okay, great. So now you can see the average ratings compared to all the prices of wines. So then you can say, okay, this wine's very expensive, but it's also rated well. But yes, $1,000 for a bottle of wine. I would not pay that. Um, and yeah, I mean, these are good options. You've got $20 bottle wines, and they're rated pretty high. So I think I'll stick here. Barolo. I don't know what Barolo is. Okay, Joe's asking how many wines in this data set. There's over 100,000 wines in this data set, so there's a lot of wines. That's a good question. Maybe not average. I mean, we could do max too. I don't think this would change much because each point is its own thing. I think every name is unique. So I don't think we'll see too much change. But yes, definitely understand your data. Don't just go in with average. But for the sake of this, maybe I think yeah, we can stick with max. That would work. And then let's color it a bit. So we can color by dimensions, and you can actually write your own coloring. So that's what I have done. I will just copy and paste it in here. This is an if statement. I'm going if red, color, this burgundy, color white, color this, etc., etc. So it's a nested if statement. And afterwards, you should be able to tell what is what. Oh, sorry, dimension. That's wrong. I put it into the wrong thing. So this should be type. And you actually color in dimensions. No, you don't. You color in here. Good question, Jackie. We can go in and look. Yes, my bad. Color by expression. Here, you put it. Okay. So here you can see, there's overwhelmingly more reds. But yeah, reds tend to be more expensive, it looks like. Ooh, here's one white that's really expensive. Chardonnay Uno, $400. Would anyone get that? Is anyone a Chardonnay fan? Yeah, comment what your favorite wine is. I like wine, but I'm not very educated in wines. Yeah, how many wines per country? I think that's great. Let's do a bar chart for this. Let's do fields, the dimension. We can do country, and then maybe also type. So we can separate it out by type. And then we'll have a count of the names. Wow, okay, let's format this, make this a little bit prettier. So I think stacked might be a good choice. And maybe we want it horizontal. So yeah, I think that looks better. I want to get rid of the scrolls, the scroll preview, and I don't like the grids. So I'm going to get rid of the grids. Jackie says the darker the better. Okay, red wine fan. I'm not a red wine fan. I don't like any wines that you have to drink warm. I don't like any alcohols that you drink room temperature or warmer. And let's color. Here, this is where you color by the measure. Yes, okay, so taking that nested if statement that we did in the scatter plot, we'll just apply it here. Boom. And we can always sort. Right now it's sorting by country name. We can sort by the count so we can see, you know, which country has the most. I can almost guarantee it's going to be France. Is France on here? Huh, France. Yes, France is on here. No, Italy has more. Oh, that's shocking. Italy produces more wine than France. Oh, yeah, Rieslings are good. It's because they're nice and sweet. Ooh, the top looks very empty. I know why. You can actually add in your own company's logo or something you like up here. So let's do that really quickly. Logo stuff. Okay, powered by Vizlib. That's massive. Let's make this smaller. I think 36 is usually good. And then let's position the Y so it's a little bit lower. Yeah, that looks centered. Okay, this looks nice. It's coming together, guys. So back to this bar chart. Let's make this relatively pretty. I won't bore you guys with editing all the axes, titles, and whatnot, but it's possible. I'll just do it in here once so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, you can change the label name, which we'll change it here. But I think this is pretty straightforward. I don't actually think we need the label name. So we can get rid of that. And appearance. So, no, that was wrong. Got to labels to mention titles. There it is. Yes, we don't want that. Same with the x-axis. I don't actually think we need to show it at all because we just want to compare and contrast. We can hover over and see what's what. In fact, let's make a viz tip. Yeah, let's do that. If anyone has any suggestions on what to make, let me know. But I think right now, my mind's telling me this tip's the way to go. Again, sort. think my computer's just slow. But yes, you should be able to sort by whatever you want. Do we have wine glasses as icons? No, I was looking for it, but we don't. We should tell someone to add in some wine icons. Yes, KPI designer. Me and Joe actually, Joe and I actually, we did a whole Appy hour just on Viz tips. So, go watch that to see, more in depth what you can do, all the potentials with it. Here, we'll just go in, create something. If you have any questions, let us know. And yeah, if you want to deep dive into Viz tips, go check out our YouTube channel. That's a good suggestion. Yes, let's try that. So I want the Viz tip to go on this bar chart. Since I don't have much information about the bar chart, let's go in and, of course, naturally, we want to see all the wines. So to do this Viz tip, we need table with on a sales revenue. Yeah, I think this would be possible. I don't have the data for it, but we could fudge up some data, make it up as we go. Where is, so we got one text. Cool, okay. So, num of wines. And then, so you have to add this in here. So, do count of this tip expression of names. Pink field. Okay, so that's total. And so when I hover over, does it change? No. Oh, yes. Here's the thing with the Viz tip. So make sure in your data, make sure you guys do not have the equals symbol. So if there's an equal symbol, delete it. Equals. No worries. That's totally fine. It's fine. Let's finish making this. So we'll do maybe a bar chart in here. Let's do a line chart, and we'll have the year, dimension, and for the measure, do the average rating. Yes, cool. So do not want it sorted auto. Sort it numerically. And color. Yeah, we can leave all of this. Nice. Cool. Okay. Yeah, guys, this is coming together. Thanks, AC. Yes, thank you, Jackie. And yeah, we can theme out the KPI later. I want to show you guys another really, really cool thing. The slider. I don't think we've shown the slider in any Appy hours. And since we have price here, let's say someone wanted to come into this and say, okay, I'm looking for a wine. You can click around, you can filter on things, but I'm looking for a wine in between this and this price range. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's check in the slider. And we want a range. Okay, so we do need a variable first. So we're going to have min price, a variable name, and my definition will be min, derived as a function, price. Done. Then we also need a max price. This will be my min and my max price. Let's delete and restart this instead of having to, yes, okay, instead of having to refresh. Oops. Min price, max price. Okay, let's go in. Let's look at some things. So my minimum value will be, we'll say $0, and my maximum value, what is this? It is 1115. Okay, so I'll say 2,000. The most you can choose is 2,000. And what format is this? Let's say, no, let's not auto. Let's currency. Yes. Okay, this is all in dollars. Just to check if the slider works. Yes, the sliding of the slider works. So what next? What you have to do is and everything that we've made, we have to make sure we tell it that it needs to read the min and the max. So starting from the scatter plot and the data, we're actually going to say if the price is greater than the minimum and smaller than the maximum, then show it. So we're basically telling it to read from the slider. So the cool thing is if you do make an app and you don't want the slider to control everything, you can actually just choose a few different charts for it to control. So that's this, and you know what? We probably want it here too. So here we're doing set analysis. We're saying count the name if the price is smaller than the maximum and greater than the minimum. I wrote it reversed, but yes, smaller than the max, bigger than the min. Done. And let's test this. Yes, okay. So I only want to see wines within my budget, which is like here. Cool. So I've got a bunch of wines to choose from. This one looks good. This is like a nice rosé. Good rating. Good price. Nice. And you can customize the slider as however you want. So we can spend some time on this since we've never shown this before. So yes, you can choose show the min and the max. That would kind of clog things up, but so I won't do this, but you can. I think that's pretty cool. Let's change the bar color. So that's going to be the bar in between the sliders. You know, we spent so much time doing the input form. Let's make it the variable. Yes. See how it's all coming together? So it's all that sparkling theme. And do we want borders? Yeah, let's make it the variable color. Oops. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the border of the bar grew just a little bit. And remaining, no. So the pointer, you can also change the different pointers. We can make it a square. We can change it into an icon. We don't have wine, unfortunately, or any kind of glass that matter. But maybe, do we have grapes? Oh, we don't have grapes. What should we change it to? You could change it to anything. Maybe a shopping cart. Yeah, shopping cart. With nothing, yes. And what color do we want? We can make it any color. I think if we make it the blue, it's going to be a little bit confusing. So let's make it like a purple. Oh, Trader Joe's. Does Trader Joe's exist in Europe? Because it's a magical place. I have $2 wines. Aldi also has $2 wines. So, yes, go Aldi. I was actually told by someone from London that it's pronounced Aldi, not Aldi. What else? I'm thinking line chart. People are often blown away by the line chart. I will get rid of this table, assuming you guys have seen it enough. Got name, wineries, ratings, price, year, type. So yeah, keep that in your mind if you have any ideas. We'll do year. And for the measure, do we maybe the number of wines? Yeah, let's do that. We have to write again that formula. And also I think I want to color by, if we want different lines for different things, we should probably use a master item. So master items are really good if there's an item and you want to write an expression for something and you might need to change it, you might need to, do something else with it. You might use it in different places. Always create a master item. It will save you so much time. Sometimes I don't realize it until I write the same expression 5 times that I think I should have just made a master item for this. So, think ahead. If you're going to write a measure with an expression, make a master item for it. It will make things a lot easier. That's just a tip of mine. So for here, we want the type to be red. We want the count. We want the count of the name, and we only want in between the min and the max prices. And we also want just the type to be red for this case. So press apply. The name shall be red, and the measure color will be that red color that we used. Yes. Create. Did I press create? Oh, I pressed cancel. No. Sorry, guys. Huh. Oh. Just kidding. I did press create. Edit. Oh, Aldi's and Trader Joe's are the same company. Interesting. They're so different, though. It's okay. We'll just change this to rosé. See, I always thought someone told me that rosé wine was just a company or like a winery having excess white wines and excess red wines, and then they'll just mix them and make rosé. Is that true, or is it its own, type of wine? These are the things I think about. So call this sparkling. And the color will be this nice blue color. I'm using blue because I thought sparkling bubbles are blue. Yeah, makes sense. So expression white and okay, so we've got all our measures. So let's add them in. And the cool thing is with these master items, you can actually choose a color to go with it. So instead of having to recolor later, you just need to drag and drop and it will automatically register. So let's do that. And let's drag and drop this. Add sparkling. Let's add rosé. Good question. No, there's not. I think port will just show as a red or a white. I don't know what port is. Is port red or is it white? But yeah, it will just show as one of those 4 categories. So yeah, inherit from master item. Boom. Oh, there's red port and there's white port. Okay, I think it will just get combined in with the red and the whites. And again, I do not like grids. Let's not show grids. I don't like the scroll preview, so let's get rid of that. Tooltips. No, I do want scroll to zoom. It should be an appearance. Scroll preview, there it is. Awesome, I don't think we need the legend leg end. Yeah, okay, looks good. And yeah, the line chart's very customizable. You guys can, choose to have it colored in. Maybe we'll do that actually. I don't think we've played around with the line chart too much, so actually I want this to be none. Don't want a background. Yeah, so it's markers. We can turn this off. Or, you can change it to a different marker. We can actually do that so you can see all the possibilities. We can change it to an icon. And for this icon, we can do a peace sign. Can't really tell though. Maybe an apple. Yeah, it's little. Yeah. So yeah, you can change it to whatever you want it to be. I think I'll turn them off for them. And then I also want it to be an area chart. We also have a ridgeline plot that we showed in a previous Appy Hour. I think if you have more than 5 lines in a line chart, it would be better to show it in a ridgeline plot, or else it will get too confusing. We're at 4 now, so I think we're right on the cusp of using a ridgeline plot. And area. And last but not least, the reds. No markers. Let's do this. Okay. Cool. And the cool thing about line charts is that we can do annotations in them, which I'll show you guys how to do. I think it makes the data very digestible and it's easy to read. So yes, let's add in an annotation. Maybe we'll write something for this little blip. So I'm gonna do 2005 because that's 2005, and the measure value. So what you can choose to point it to a single number, so you can actually just say 500, and it will go to this 500 mark. Or you can make it kind of dynamic and move with your data. You just got to write a little bit of an expression, which I have available. See, I won't make you guys watch me struggle with this. But yes, we're saying the max aggregate. So we're aggregating, we're counting all of the names of the red wines, and for the year 2005. And yeah, we're taking the max aggregation. So yep, that should be there. And then, if we change the price around, if we change something around, this number, the annotation should also go with it. Yep, so it's still there. Cool. And yeah, you could customize the annotation quite easily. So let's do this. Let's call it, why would there be more wines? Maybe there's a ton of rain this year. You can actually add in emojis, which is pretty fun. Nice little rain emoji. And we can actually make it bigger so people can see. And yeah. Oh, and here's all the different types. You can do a circle, you can just do a line, or you can have it just be a dot on something. This one, because this chart is so small, it might be difficult to read. So we'll actually just keep the circle pointing to here, pointing to where we want to point. But you can do that, and then I can add a little bit more context with the description. So I can say rainfall increase, I don't know, 25%. So increase 25%. So yep, that's the description. We can make this bigger, and we can add some padding to it. So, oh yeah, you can also change the distance, how far away from the dot do you want it to be, and you can change the angle. If I want, it's very crowded here, so maybe we'll change it so it can come onto this side. Almost there. Yes, there it is. And yeah, I think that's a good distance away. Padding is how far away from this line you want it to be. So yeah, it's right on the line. Let's get it a little bit further. Double circle, make 2 circles. There's a lot to explore in here, so definitely come in, explore the annotations. It's pretty fun. Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So there is the line chart. You can also add in a reference line. So let's do one on the x-axis, and then we can say, maybe there was something that happened, say 2011. What happened? The Great Wine Explosion. Like, people started loving wines. Let's not call it an explosion. Great Wine Debacle. We'll call it a debacle. Yes, a big thing happened. There was a wine debacle. Let's make it vertical. And let's put it on top. And let's color that line. This is harsh. We'll make it less harsh. Ooh, dashed. Yes, the Great Wine Debacle of 2011. Borders. Yes, cool. Does anyone have any questions so far? I know we're zooming past all of this. For those of you who've joined, things that we've done. So we've added variables, and we've put those variables in input forms. So you can change the theme of your app with one click, which is pretty amazing. And I mean, look at all the details. So we can change the themes of anything, any variable that you set to whatever variable you just set. So if you change the color to whatever variable you just set, you can easily change the color. It's pretty amazing. It blew my mind. We'll stick to rosé for a bit. And yeah, we have Viz tips here. I thought we could polish it off. We've got about 4 minutes. Let's polish off this viz tip. So we've got a line chart. We can, color it differently. We'll maybe just want it to be one line. We don't want axis labels or the lines or the ticks. And yeah, we can color this by, again, the variable, which I put as V color. So it will match whatever we want it to. And yeah. Boom. So let's get rid of this. Let's pretty this up a bit and we'll be good to go. I might quickly add in, if you guys have some time to bear with me, a toolbar. We'll add in some flags. So you'll be able to filter by flags. A little custom design. We only need one to mention, and we'll do the country. This one we want to remove, apply. And yeah, how do we want it to go? We want it to be an image and flag. Yes, nice. And, change the height, change the width, size dynamic. Yes, it's very hectic, but yes. Okay, 1 hour to make a cool app. Yes, there was some prep beforehand, but hopefully you guys get a good idea of, what's possible. And yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. You know where to find us, and stay tuned. Thanks, Joe. We'll clean this up, make it available to be published, and so you guys can download it. If anyone has missed, how to make the variables, how to make all the input forms, yeah, we'll make this available for people to come in to change things around. If you need to learn some formatting in the CSS code in the sheet menu, we'll make this available so you guys can download it and then copy and paste what we already have. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. We've changed like the radius. What you didn't see in the CSS code is, we changed the radius of these charts. We made it a little bit more transparent. There's a lot more to be done, but in 1 hour, I think this is pretty good headway. And yeah, we made a nice little viz tip. We can make this even cooler. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And yeah, cheers. I don't have wine, but Arizona, not sponsored. If Arizona wants to sponsor us, let us know. Cheers. Yes, we can provide the data set easily. Definitely. Oh, and by the way, we do have a challenge going on, the Swedish App challenge. So all those who are watching, we have this challenge going on. You just need to sign up. We'll send you a data set. All you need to do is include 3 Vizlib components, and then you just send the app back to us. We'll judge. It is due at the end of August, so August 28th. The competition will close. There will be 3 winners. We will send a nice big basket of candy to you. And yeah, we want to see what you have. We'll definitely showcase what you do in our app gallery and maybe on social media if you want. And yeah, we can get your name out there. And we want to see what you guys do and, all the skills you guys have acquired. So yeah, definitely try out the Swedish App Challenge. Yes, thanks, Joe. So you just need to Google Vizlib, the Swedish App Challenge, and it will show up. If you cannot find it, let us know, and we will definitely send you the link. We only need 3 components. We'll send you the data. That's right. We do have a basket of data on the line, and it's going to be good candy. So, and we know our candies, so it's going to be good. Yeah, sign up for that. We're excited to see what you guys will do. Yeah, thanks, guys, and cheers again. We'll see you next week. Bye.